All right, happy Monday after Christmas. Glad you're here. I'm Maeve. We're gonna lie down. We're gonna give you some options before you go there. So if you have two blocks, you can bring the blocks under the knees to give you some support in Supta Baddha Konasana. If you want, you can put the blocks out wide, put your legs, like your calves or your heels on the blocks for just a littlest amount of elevation, or you can just lie flat or with your knees bent or whatever feels good. So those are some quick options before you settle into the ground. And then we breathe, full inhale. Fill the belly, fill the ribs, fill the back body, and then exhale, release out. A couple of really deep breaths. Inhale, fill up the whole cavity of your torso. And then empty it out. Again, big inhale. And exhale. And then just a little more subtle from there. Feeling that full inhale, full exhale, but maybe not quite so forced, a little gentler. And as always, noticing what you bring on your mat today. How are you feeling? What's your mood? What led you to this moment right now? And when you're ready, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. And then take the feet wide like you're going to go into happy baby, but don't quite go. Just reach your hands to the sky. Knees are wide, feet are wide. And then bring the feet to your hands. So whatever it takes to get your feet to your hands. Take your inner heels. You're going to bend one knee straight and the other leg any amount. I'm going to do that back and forth a few times. I have a knack for putting my bun in the exact wrong spot, or my ponytail. It's like never the sweet spot. It's always where I want my head to be. You'd think I'd learn. Good. Beautiful. Then both legs out and both knees bent. Come through center, release the legs, stretch them up, reach the arms forward, let the legs bring you up into boat pose. Yes, beautiful. Really good. And then release the legs down in front of you. Take a breath up. And then exhale any amount forward, any amount forward. Pull the heart forward and then sink a little deeper with the spine. Beautiful, yes. Inhale, lengthen up. Let all this be kind of easy, If you have blocks, bring them on either side of your knees or your thighs, somewhere in that window. Press your hands down. Draw your belly back. So feel that connection. When I press my hands down, I draw back. Lift up one leg, put it down. Beautiful. If you're watching this back on demand, I don't know if I said my name. I'm Maeve. In case you're watching this on YouTube and you have no idea how to say it, and I didn't say it, I've said it now. One more. If this feels pretty easy, slide the blocks forward. You can do this with hands on floor. I didn't say that, but I hope you figured that out. Anytime you don't have a block, you're just using the ground or a book or something, a water bottle. A little bit more forward, lengthen out the spine, take a breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale. Use the leg that's down. Last two. Yes. One more. And beautiful. Lengthen up a little bit more and then come forward all the way, whatever that is for you. Lengthen the spine. Downward facing dog. If you want to use these blocks under your hands in down dog, just keep them toward the top of your mat. Gives you a little more space. If you've never done it before, you might find it feels really good as far as giving yourself more room to maybe get your heels down. And then glide forward to plank. Breath in. Right knee into your chest. Right foot comes forward. Pull the heart forward. Power up the back leg. Draw the shoulders down your back. Yes. Beautiful. And breathe here. Really nice. Really nice. Energetically draw your feet toward each other. Back knee down. Half splits. You know the drill. Blocks are great here, especially if this is at all a tough position for you. Good. Take a breath in. Don't go anywhere. Push down into your hands and then exhale. See if you can pick up that right leg. Place it back down. Shift forward. Side angle, Parshva Konasana. Block, floor, arm on thigh. You decide. Generous bend in the right knee, powerful back leg. Wrap your chest open. Take your tailbone for your back heel. One more breath in. Release through center. Come back to plank. Breath in and plank. And then left knee into your chest. Place your left foot forward. And then sink into that left hip. Draw the heart forward. Power up the back leg. Make the back ankle strong. Back knee gently down. Straighten the front leg. Half splits. Good. Really nice. Stay here. A little challenge. Take a breath in. Exhale. Scoop the belly back. And then pick up that left leg. So good. Place the foot back down, rebend the front leg, side angle. Beautiful. One more inhale. Release your hand down. Step back, plank. Breath in and plank. Lower to your belly. Exhale. Shalabhasana. Take the hands behind the hips. Lace the fingers. Draw the knuckles back toward the heels. Pull the heart forward, the gaze forward. And then downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Walk your feet to your hands. Lengthen halfway, inhaling. Fold with your exhale. Push the ground away, inhale, rise up to stand. And draw your hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. And bow back down, exhale. Inhale, rise, reach. Exhale, hands into your heart. Yes. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Fold, exhale. Push the ground away, inhale, rise, rise, rise. Hands into your heart, exhale. One more like that. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, bowing forward. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up, right knee lifts up. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, step your right foot back. Crescent pose, inhale. Release your hands down, exhale. Plank, breath in. Belly down, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg stretches back, inhale. Right foot comes forward, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale. Bring your hands around. Standing splits, exhale. Bring the feet together, inhale, rise up. Left knee lifts up. And then exhale, standing splits. Inhale, halfway. Step your left foot back. Crescent pose, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Plank, inhale. Belly down, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg stretches back, inhale. Exhale, place your foot forward. Crescent, inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Bring your feet together, inhale. Rise up to stand. And exhale, bring your hands into your heart. So good, we're gonna add on to that. Inhale, rise up. Right knee up. Exhale, bow forward, standing splits. Inhale, lengthen, step the right foot back. Crescent pose. Both hands down, stay here, straighten your front leg. Use blocks if you need it. Take a little pause here. Little pause here. Bend your right knee. That's your back leg, that's your back leg. Don't put your knee down, just bend it. Couple little bounces here. And then step back, plank. Breath in. Chaturanga or the floor. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Right foot comes forward. Crescent, inhale. Release your hands down, exhale. Straighten your front leg. Pause. Bend the back knee if it's okay. Go back. Couple bounces here. And then standing splits, take off. Bring your feet together. Inhale, rise up. And then left knee lifts up. Standing splits. Lengthen, step the left foot back. Crescent, inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Straighten the front leg, bend the back knee. And then step back plank. Breath in, chaturanga or the floor. Your back bend of choice. And downward facing dog, exhale. So good. Left leg back, inhale. Left foot places forward, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Release your hands down, exhale. Straighten the front leg, bend the back knee. Standing splits. Feet come together. Inhale, rise up. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga. Rise, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Soft, even breath. Heels high, inhale. Knees bend, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Hold, exhale. Inhale, rise. Hands into heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Yes, yes. Inhale, rise and open. And downward facing dog, exhale. So good. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look forward. Feet come to your hands. Halfway, inhale, beautiful. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale to your toes. Bend your knees, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Root down, rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Chair, inhale, bend the knees. Drop the hips, lift the heart, lift the gaze. One more inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Open the hip, bend the knee, and then maybe flip around. Maybe sink the hips, and then push to rise. Right hand comes around, right foot crosses to the left. Fallen triangle. And then left hand comes down, right leg stretches back. Come high into your left toes. Hop your left foot to the top of your mat. Warrior 3, you can use blocks here, under your shoulders. That means they go forward. You can bring your hands into your heart. You can take any arm variation that you like. Overhead with the arms, back behind your body, out to the side. Reverse prayer. Oh my God, there's so many. You can lace the fingers. Yes. Yes. And then right knee rises up. Reach down for the knee with the right hand, or reach down for the big toe with the right hand. Good. Start to open out to the right. Continue that pathway. Left hand block or floor. Release the foot or the knee. Half moon. Just open it up. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. Bend your standing leg. Lean forward. Right foot stretches back. Rise up, square off your feet. Prasarita, Uttanasana. Release your hands down. Release the crown of the head down. Lengthen with an inhale. Fold back down with your exhale. Balance your weight in your feet. So notice if you're all in your heels or if you're all in your toes, and see if you can get an equal amount of pressure front to back of foot. Lengthen, inhale. Walk your hands around top of the mat. Listen. Left leg stretches back, three-legged dog. Open up the hip. Bend the knee if it feels good, and flip if you want. You can lower down and then press down to open. Check in with your breath. Left arm comes around. And then kick the left leg out. Fallen triangle.
Yeah.
Yes. Bring your hand around. Three-legged dog, left leg to the sky, come high into the right toes, look forward, hop the right foot forward. Warrior three, supported with blocks, hands at your heart, hands at your hips, that's what I was about to say. Any variation in the arms that you want. Pin the right hip in, lengthen the left leg back. Beautiful. Breathe. Soft, steady, even breath. Inhale, rise up, left knee lifts up. Take the knee or take the foot with the left hand. So a lot of the time when we're trying to take the foot, all we're focused on is getting the hand to the foot and like the pulling back. Focus on the pushing away. Focus on the pushing away. If you have the knee, it's the pushing away of the knee. So it's not necessarily just the drawing in. There's equanimity. There's a balance between the upper and the lower. Good. I'm going to open this out to the left. I'm compromised for space here. I don't know why I set myself up so tight today. And then come all the way around into half moon. And then take a few breaths in half moon. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to give myself a little more space. And then lean forward, bend that standing leg, stretch the left leg back. And then arrive for Prasarita. This time in Prasarita, release the hands. Inhale, open the heart, and then bow forward. Drop the head. So my joints have the tendency to hyperextend. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. However, when my elbows hyperextend here, I take all the stretch out of my shoulders and I bring it into my elbows. So for me, instead of going through the elbows, see how nasty that is? You want to kind of, for everybody, lengthen the arms instead of pushing the elbow forward, lengthen the arm. So for me, that means I actually kind of soften the energy of straightening the arm, or pushing the elbows forward. I just said straighten the arm. And I focus on lengthening out. So for me, I might even take like the sense of pulling the elbows away from my body a little bit, as opposed to pressing them in, because otherwise then I'm just here and I don't feel anything in my shoulders. Inhale, rise up to stand. Bring your hands around. And then step back to plank. Breath in, chaturanga. Rise up. And then downward facing dog. I also know I just said all of that while you were upside down and probably not looking at the camera. So I'm going to say it again because we're going to do that a few more times. So when I'm here, because my elbows are hyperextended, if I just push into my elbows to straighten my arms, this is what happens. So right now my elbows are touching my body and my hands are way off my booty as opposed to here. So lengthening, I shouldn't say straightening, lengthening the arms. Did I say lengthening or straightening? I'm a little foggy today. But it's a lengthening as opposed to just pushing through the elbow joint to straighten. And that's going to help get it into the shoulders a bit more. Take a breath here. We're going to move with that. Right leg back, inhale. Open up the hips. Flip over if it feels good. Rise up. Come around. Fallen triangle. Maybe float the right leg and kick the foot forward. Come back up, three-legged dog. High into the left toes. Hop your left foot to the top of your mat. Warrior three. Pull your knee up into your chest. Good. Now a little change this time. Reach down and see if you can take your inner heel. So just like if you were going into happy baby. So I'm actually going to turn and face you. So it's like this. Maybe then the leg starts to push and straighten out. Yes. And then it automatically starts to come out to the side. Good. And then from there, we transition into half moon. And then you bend the standing leg. Reach back, rise up. Good. Lace the hands behind your hips. Lengthen the arms, not necessarily straightening them. Stay straighten. Forward fold, exhale. Come back up, inhale. Heels and toes open. Take a big sit into goddess. Few breaths here. Hands come around. Three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Open the hip. Flip if you like. And then come around, fallen triangle. Maybe float this foot, push the foot away. Yes. And then inhale. Three-legged dog, high into the right toes, bend the right knee, hop the right foot forward. Warrior three, lift up. Draw the knee up into your chest, reach down, take the inner heel like you're in happy baby. And then start to push the leg out. And then maybe a little more, we all come into half moon. Bend the standing leg, lean forward. Goddess. Good. I lied. Bring your hands behind your hips. I did it out of order. Square off your feet and then come forward. It's okay. We'll hit all the hot spots. Come back into goddess now. And then hands top of the mat. Right leg back. Three-legged dog. Open up the hip. Flip over. Come around. Fallen triangle. Maybe take the foot. Maybe kick the foot overhead. Three-legged dog. High into the left toes, hop the left foot forward. Warrior three. Right knee comes up, goes out a little wide. Reach down, take the heel, and then start to open up. And then slowly into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Bend the standing leg. Square off the feet, Prasarita Padottanasana. Lace the hands again. A couple more like this. It's getting nice shoulder work. Bowing forward. Inhale, rise up. Heels in, goddess. Bring the hands around top of the mat. Left leg to the sky. Open the hip. Flip if it feels good. Come around, fallen triangle. Options, maybe take the heel, the foot, kick it. Three-legged dog. And then hop the right foot forward. Warrior three. And then left knee rises up. Take that heel if you can. Start to push away. The leg does not have to go to straight. And then come around. Half moon. Prasarita Padottanasana. Wide leg. Forward fold. Lace the fingers last time here. And bow. Inhale, rise up. Heels and toes open, goddess. Hands to the top of the mat. Breath in and plank. Chaturanga. Rise, open up. And downward facing dog with your exhale. Beautiful. Stay in your breath. Soft, even, steady. Inhale, heels lift. Knees bend. Look forward, feet to hands. Come halfway. And fold with your exhale. Chair, inhale. So a couple suggestions here. So not everybody feels comfortable in chair with their feet together. Fantastic that you know that. I want the energy and the action of the legs kind of hugging into each other. So if you're not comfortable with your legs completely together in chair, I would suggest using a ball or a block or something that gives you the sense of squeezing so that you feel that you can draw the legs together. If you're good with the feet together, knees together, you're good there. But if that doesn't feel good, this is when a block gets really handy. So if you have that prop, go ahead and put it there so that everything is happy. But getting that sense of the legs moving in toward each other. The knees hugging into each other. One more inhale. Rise to stand and draw your hands into your heart. Fantastic. Pause and breathe. Inhale, chair, bend the knees. And then forward fold with your exhale. Come halfway with your inhale. And then chaturanga with your exhale. Rise and open, inhale. I love you. Downward facing dog. Right leg stretches back, inhale. And then right foot comes forward, exhale. Back heel roots, warrior one, rise up the center. Good. Start to walk your right foot a little to the right so you feel really like you've got a wide base. And then straighten the front leg. Release the hands behind your hips. Lace your fingers, bring your knuckles together, or come into reverse prayer. And there is no hierarchy, that's just the order I set it in. You can also hold opposite elbows. Good. Take a breath in, lift the heart, and then bow forward.
Take a chance, live your life for just one night, no looking back, 'cause tonight will make it right.
Inhale, pull your heart forward, bend your back knee, bend your front knee more, or all the way because it was straight. Pick up your back heel. Like I said, I'm a little foggy today. I didn't booze. I'm just a little foggy. Release your left hand down, and then opening up, twisting here. Maybe taking this right arm overhead. If you feel fine with that back heel rooted, go for it. But this gives you a lot more freedom, so it's totally up to you. Nice big wrapping open. If you want to take this twist even deeper, you can bring the left arm to the outside of the right foot. Good. Revolve, side angle. I always talk about how hard revolve triangle is. I think this one might be even harder. One more breath in. Bring your right hand to your hip. Don't go anywhere. Open up the chest a little more. Good. Bring that left hand back over to the left side if it moves. Pivot to the pinky side of your left foot. Reach down, find your right heel. So think half happy baby here. We did this standing. Maybe extend that leg up. Yes. Breathe. And then chaturanga. Rise, inhale. And downward facing dog with your exhale. Pause, breathe. Receive. Check in. Left leg back, inhale. And draw your left foot forward. Warrior one, rise up. So if you feel at all like your stance is narrow, sometimes you do have to look, but I want you to go from a place of feeling and sensation if you can. If you feel at all like your tightrope, move that left foot a little more to the left. Think a little deeper, power up that back leg, and then straighten the front leg. And you can make more adjustments here when you get here. So you can find your center. Hands behind, any form. Heart to sky, inhale. And then bowing forward. And with an inhale, start to pull the heart forward. Bend the front leg. Rise. Take that right hand down and come onto the right toes. And we twist. So now here come all the options. If you want, you can keep that back heel rooted. You can extend the left arm overhead. If you want, maybe this right arm comes to the outside of the left leg. I don't teach this pose often because I just find it's really challenging for most people. And here's why. There's a lot of things at play. Thoracic spine mobility, shoulder mobility, hip mobility, ankle mobility. Oh my God. You kind of get everything. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't taste it every now and again and be challenged by it. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Open up the chest. Keep all this space. If you move the right hand across, bring it back. Setting up for Vashisthasana. Here's the deal. If you can, take your heel from the inside. You don't have to straighten the leg. Maybe you're just there. But you might start to. And then chaturanga. And rise. Down dog. Smooth out your breath. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, exhale, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair, inhale. So good. Pick up your right knee. Pick up your right knee. Cross it over your left. Maybe wrap. Sink down. Broaden the chest. Left on top, right under. Eagle. Now hug the legs into each other. Hug the arms into each other. Beautiful. Beautiful. Stay in it, stay in it, stay in it. Good. Unravel the arms. Stay here, or option to bring the arms around. You can release this right foot if you're fully wrapped. Kind of pick up the left heel. This is going to help you out. Bring that right leg to your left elbow, tricep. And then Vinyasa. We'll come into chair and pause. So good, so good. Smooth out your breath. Smooth out your breath. Left knee lift. Cross. Maybe wrap it. Sink down a little. Right arm on top, left arm under. It was probably off camera for that arm balance. So I'm gonna reposition myself, see if I can redeem myself. I wasn't looking. All right, keep the legs, release the arms, stay here, or you can release the wrapped foot. Just bring the hands around. Lift the right heel. That's gonna kind of pick you up a little bit. Lean forward. Extend the legs. Vinyasa. And then back into chair. Take a breath in chair. Forward fold, so good. Separate your feet hips distance. First 2 fingers and thumbs, wrap your big toes. Inhale, pull forward. Push down with your big toes as you draw the elbows wide. Drop your head. Inhale, lengthen, hands to the ground. Make your way back to downward facing dog however you want. I'll give you a few breaths to get there. Right leg back, inhale. Exhale, draw your knee down the center. Place your right foot forward. Back knee down. Reach back, take the foot if it feels good. The chest open. And then release your hand around. Straighten your front leg. Good. Just like we did at the beginning. See if you can pick up your front leg. Yes. Release it down. Rebend the front leg. Tuck the back toes, straighten both of your legs. Good. And then start to lift your right toes up and bend your left knee. You can kind of move back a little bit with your hips until you start to feel like your thighs are going to match each other. Then you're going to make them come together. So you can kind of walk the feet in to the center line of your mat till your legs pretty much squeeze in, like you're in chair. This is perfect. This doesn't have to change. Of course, if it doesn't feel good, you do something else instead. If you want, start to walk your hands back toward your left foot. Fingertips point toward the back of your mat. Arms are strong. Hug the knees together. See if you can pick up your left foot. Press into the fingertips. Release the foot down, standing splits, amazing. So good. Whether you did it or not, even if you thought about it, even if you visualized it, even if you just got the sensation of what it might feel like, so good. That's what the practice is just tasting it and then surprising yourself. Stay in standing splits, or if you want, take a couple hops for handstand. If you need to move yourself to a wall, go for it. Yeah. Good, Gabriella. Move back to down dog with your breath. Nice, Mary. Beautiful, Fusako. Yep. Yeah, Tracy. Oh, y'all look great. Enjoy a few breaths in downward facing dog. And then with an inhale, left leg stretches back. And then bring your foot forward. Back knee down. And then reach back, find the foot. Release it. Straighten the front leg. See if you can pick up the front foot. Yes. Put the foot down, tuck the back toes, straighten both legs. Lift the front toes. And then you're going to start to bring your center line in closer. So you're starting to get the sense of, like if we were in chair and you were squeezing your legs together. So this is me doing the same thing that you're doing with your hands down. Good. And then from here, start to walk the hands back toward the right foot. And then maybe pick up the back foot. Release it down, standing splits. So nice. Standing splits are perfect. You don't have to move off of them, but if you want, you can turn yourself to a wall, taking a few hops for handstand. And if you keep the left leg down, you're not going to flip and you can kind of play. So you can see I'm not even taking the left leg off the ground. I mean, I'm not taking it up to the right leg. It's off the ground. It's not going up though. And that way you can kind of play and start to find your balance. Find your center. And then back to down dog. Move through Vinyasa. So good. Yes. Smooth out your breath. Beautiful. Right leg back, inhale. Shin comes forward. Lift a little higher and then place the shin toward the top of your mat. And then decide where you kind of need to be for pigeon. You can kind of move around a little bit here. You can move right into another pose. But move around and find your center. Pain-free. Back leg strong. Rooting the back foot down. Engaging the left glutes. Maybe coming forward. If you're forward, inhale, rise up. Good. Stretch the arms up. Bend the elbows. Right arm on top, left arm under. Come into eagle arms. Take a couple breaths here. Work the legs strong so you feel like you are really stable here. Yeah. Beautiful. And then release your forearms down to the ground. Forearm plank. Bring it back. Sphinx, hips come down. Draw the heart through the shoulders. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg back. Bend the knee, bring the shin forward, take a little pause, lift a little higher, and then place that shin forward. And then feel free to move around a little bit here. I just looked at myself and I'm all in black and I just like blend in with my mat. It's like being on a green screen wearing green. Just a floating torso here and 2 random feet. Good. And maybe come forward if it feels good. Keep that right leg really active. Rise up, inhale. Nice and strong in the legs. So if you don't feel strong in your legs, adjust to get to that place. Bend the elbows, left arm on top, right arm under. Come forward, forearms. Tuck the right toes, step back with the left leg, forearm plank. And Sphinx. Good. Take your elbows wide. Release your torso down. Lace your hands behind your hips. Stretch the knuckles to the heels. Open up the shoulders. Float the feet. Shalabhasana. Really sit down, stack your hands, rest your forehead on your hands. And then flip on your back. If you want, grab a block. You got one back bend. If you want to take a supported bridge, bring the block there. Active bridge, hands lace maybe. Or Urdhva Dhanurasana, hands come by the ears, and rise. There is no hierarchy. It is what feels right on your body today. Maybe it's what feels most challenging, if that's what you need. Maybe it's what feels easiest, if that's what you need. Beautiful. You've got 3 more breaths there. Yes. So if you always take the easiest thing, maybe some days you need to take the hardest thing. If you always take the hardest thing, maybe you need to take the easiest thing. You know what I'm saying, right? Find the full realm of everything. If you're always in somewhere in the middle, pick. Come on down. Somewhere in the middle is usually pretty safe. Come into center and happy baby if it feels good. Take the inner heels. Maybe straighten out both legs. Bend the knees, bring the feet in toward each other. Supta Baddha Konasana. And then draw the knees to center. If you need a twist before Shavasana, if you need anything, whatever it is, like one thing though, not 20 things. I promise you, you've done enough. do whatever it is that your body's craving, and then find stillness. Maybe that's not Shavasana. Maybe it's legs up the wall, seated meditation. You decide. And when you're ready, release into that space. And sometimes in this moment of releasing into Shavasana, after moving through an asana practice, you're more like in tune with how you feel and how you feel emotionally, physically, all those things. And it's okay to let your mind take that in. What's not okay is to judge it, to question it. Instead, be an observer. Allow yourself to have this moment. Allow your breath to deepen. When you're ready, wake up your body, and if you're not sitting, come up to sitting now. Once you are seated, bring your hands together in prayer at your heart. I say this all the time. I want you to hear it. Honor that you showed up on your mat today. Some days it's easier than others. Every time, honor that you showed up. Breathe in together. Breathe out. Bow your mind to your heart. I thank you for your practice. Thanks everyone here live. Mwah. I love you. I love you. Happy 2 days after Christmas. First Monday after Christmas. All of you at home, Celeste and Sue and Kazi, and I could go on and on. I love y'all. I'll be saying all this week. I love you. I appreciate you. Mwah.